What's up everyone? As the fourth eviction of Big Brother 27 draws nearer, battle lines have been drawn in the Big Brother house. Plus, one house guest has been caught with a pants tent. Yes, those words just came out of my mouth. We've got so much to talk about, so welcome to your live feed update. Right before we get started, if you are new around here, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. I'm here every single day giving you all the updates that you need to know from the Big Brother house. So whether it's vote talks, alliances, or in this case a pants tent, you want to make sure that you subscribe for all of it. I can't believe once again that those words came out of my mouth. But there's also one more thing, folks. If you could hit that little thumbs up button, it's the like button. It takes all of 0.2 seconds just to click that little thing, and it helps me more than you even know. And also, takes a lot of coffee to get through a Big Brother season, so if you feel like buying me a coffee or tipping me or whatever you want to call it, folks, please consider leaving a super thanks or hitting up my PayPal link in the description below. Let's get to the update. Alright guys, welcome on into today's update. As you can see, I'm in a little bit of a different place. I thought it was such beautiful weather today and not too hot to the point where you can't breathe outside, so I was like, let's take this opportunity to do an update in the backyard. It's, you know, it's summer, you know, let's embrace that. But anyways, folks, I hope you're all doing well. There has been so much happening inside that house. It is unbelievable. The reception on the streets, I say the streets, I mean the streets of Twitter and other social media platforms, updaters and viewers alike are in disbelief at a lot of the stuff that's going in there from some of these players, and allegiances are shifting, people are turning on who they've been rooting for. So yeah, it's a juicy one today, but we start out one with Vince. Now, I want to clarify something, because yesterday got a lot of comments of people. I say a lot, I got a few comments of very loud people saying, you know, what's with all the Vince hate, Tom? Why do you hate Vince? Why is it okay to target Vince but not Jimmy? If you take a second to actually watch that video, I didn't at once say it's okay to target Vince and not okay to target Jimmy. I made it clear at the fact that I think Vince is playing a completely better game than Jimmy, and I also feel like if you actually watched to the end of the video yesterday, I talked about how impressed I was by what's going on with Vince. He is running circles around these house guests, and I'm basically saying it's foolish that these people aren't targeting them and are targeting their other allies instead. Fair enough, go for it, target Jimmy all you want, but to me, just as a commentator and somebody who observes the game and has to do this every single day, analyzes it, to me, I feel like there are so many more moves you can make before targeting your own ally, and Mickey's stock has definitely gone down in the Big Brother community. I've definitely noticed that, but I don't hate Vince at all. I've never said that once. I just think he is playing the best game in there, and I'm very impressed by him, and these people should be taking a shot. And the thing with Rachel is the fact that she is the only person in that house who is actively trying to gun for Vince. Even Ashley, while she has talked about targeting Vince, she's still talked about putting Kelly and Keanu on the block. Again, it's the same crap week after week after week. But Vince is actually worried by one person. He's only concerned with one person, and that person is Rachel Riley. Now, Rachel's another one. Why on earth people haven't targeted her yet or tried to get her out is beyond disbelief to me. It's just, it's beyond belief. I cannot believe it whatsoever. Vince and Rachel are the two big dogs this season, yet everybody's just like, no, Kelly, Keanu, we'll put you on the block instead and let the person who's won Big Brother and the person who's dominating this season get to the end. It's crazy talk to me, and I'm sure a lot of you all agree with me, but if you don't, fair enough. But I just wanted to clarify the fact that no, I don't hate Vince, and I don't think it's fair to target one person but not another. I feel like that's some people's internal thoughts taken out on me. I almost feel like, because you can target Jimmy all you want, but I'm not going to sit here and not say that it was a dumb move. Ava had a conversation with Mickey at one point in the day that actually opened her eyes up to the fact that she should not be trusting Vince and Zach as much as she is. This is also a testament to everything I've been talking about. She is putting way too much trust in the Vince and Zach basket, but they've only got their own interest in mind. They want to get to the end themselves, and while they may string along Mickey for a little bit, they don't really care. They want to get themselves to the end, and that's it. And then Ava came up to Mickey in her head of household room and actually discussed this. She said, by the way, you know, last week Zach and Vince were actually trying to flip the vote against Will at one point, and Mickey's brain went, she went, wait, really? because this is true as well. It's not even a ploy from Ava. She hasn't made this up. We talked about this last week in the updates, and she's all of a sudden going, oh, hang on, why am I trusting these guys? So Ava already has planted a seed there that's kind of getting the mistrust going from there. But both Mickey, Ava and Will kind of came together and agreed they're going to stick together from this. But judging by Mickey's judgment this week, I'm going to be interested to see if she can actually maneuver these next few weeks without clinging to Zach and Vince, because while Ava has told her the truth there and she actually had a moment of clarity, will she stick with the clarity, or will she continue to rule with chaos and not really thinking straight? We're going to see that as the weeks go on. But yes, Ava coming through with a pearl of wisdom. Her surname's Ava there, Ava Pearl of wisdom for Mickey, and she actually realised it for a second, but will she realise it going forward? Mickey and Morgan spent a lot of the day complaining about the other house guests. They were up in the head of household room, and I've seen many people compare them to... Do you all remember Cinderella? Do you remember the stepsisters? I'm not necessarily saying I agree with that, but I've seen a lot of people comparing them to the stepsisters in the fact that they sit there and pass judgment. Kelly was trying to have a little bit of a birthday bash, early birthday bash, and they were complaining about Kelly enjoying herself. And then they spent the day complaining about Ashley as well. It's fair. I mean, Kelly and Ashley are two of the most obnoxious people in that house, but it doesn't mean that they can't enjoy themselves for the day. Morgan was saying to Mickey that she feels like Ashley is disrespecting Mickey's head of household reign. I forgot that Big Brother's supposed to be a game where we respect each other and we respect everybody's head of household, and you win head of household and we do exactly what they want. We roll over. We don't use the power of veto. We respect friends. Okay friends, let's respect one another. This is Big Brother. Okay, yeah, respect. I'm looking at you right now. You give me some respect, I'll give you some respect. Yeah, we're going to respect each other. It's a game of respect. What a shame she's not respecting Mickey's head of household. Game. I have not got time for that crap. Honestly, I'm so sorry. Like, I've been critical of Ashley so far because I've found her very, I haven't enjoyed her on a personal level whatsoever. But on a game level, she basically, she's been saying how she wants to save Jimmy, and that's because, and as a result, they've ran with that narrative that she's disrespecting the head of household. I can't believe we are at a stage in Big Brother where if you don't want the person out that the HOH wants out, it's called disrespecting the HOH. Take your fingers out your asses, stop with the entitlement, and play the damn game. Nobody is entitled enough to have to respect somebody else's head of household reign. It's an individual game, and the players who are the house guests when they're not head of household, since the dawn of time, have basically tried to stop the head of household doing what they're doing. I don't think we should be at a point in a game where it's so stale that every single week, no matter who the head of household is, we have to respect what they want. Nah, if you're getting somebody out that I don't want, you can get lost. How's that for respect? The way Riley has been navigating this game has been incredibly interesting. He doesn't really know what's going on. Yesterday, throughout a bunch of conversations, he was asking, when's Veto? When's all these different competitions? He doesn't know. He actually asked, when's the Blockbuster? As if he hasn't been there for 3 weeks. Like, when's the Blockbuster? When's the Blockbuster, folks? Can someone tell me when the Blockbuster is? Yeah, I'm supposed to be playing Big Brother right now. What's this Buster of the Block you speak of? This he didn't say that, but that's the energy it's given. It's given, come on, let's get you to bed, Grandpa. That's the kind of energy it has. He doesn't really know anything in this game apart from the fact that, like I said yesterday, he sees Cat and it's also like the eyes go boing. Like, you remember the old Looney Tunes Bugs Bunny where Bugs would see, was it Lola Bunny, or I can't remember her name, but the eyes would go ooga like that, and then he's like a rat up a drain pipe, folks. He is not focused on the game, he is focused on Cat and all of her womanly wiles. He is completely fixated on her to the point where it's a little bit awkward to watch sometimes. It's hard to tell if Kat likes him back or not. It's either she's stringing him along or she's just scared of doing something on camera, kissing him on camera. But Riley isn't afraid of the camera, and neither is his manhood. He was caught yesterday as Kat pulled the blanket off of his lap. Oh God, Tom, what have you gotten yourself into? This is supposed to be intellectual talks about games and strategies and whatnot, but here we are, folks, talking about manhood. Cat pulls the blanket off, and Riley is, I'm going to just try and rip the band-aid off as well as I can right now, but as scientifically and medically possible, I will phrase this as Riley was bricked up. Now, something that we do on Wednesdays on this channel is go through the vote scenarios, because we know who the last 3 people on the block are that will face it off in the blockbuster. And now this has become more important than ever, especially this year, because whoever gets pulled off the block from the blockbuster, whoever's on the block out of the other 2, leaves a different scenario on who goes home every single time. So I saw all the cries last week about how much everybody enjoyed this one, so back by popular demand, delivering you your vote scenarios today is my wonderful spouse and moderator, the amazing Sam.
So folks,
Not again. I let you back in front of this camera and you do it again.
I have to guys. No. You loved it last week, so I had to bring it back.
Fine, I'll let you off. Go on, just get on with the vote scenario.
The viewers love it. Okay, anyways, so rolling it back, we've got Jimmy, we've got Kelly, and we've got Riley on the block. So, I mean, I guess it's 2 more people we haven't had on the block since last week, so I can say it's a little more exciting than it has been. But here are the scenarios. If it's Jimmy versus Kelly, Jimmy's going home. If it's Jimmy versus Riley, Jimmy's going home. And if it's Riley versus Kelly, Kelly's going home. How is it that in none of these scenarios, Riley is going home when he was the original target? I can't wrap my head around this. That just goes to show how awful Mickey's HOH was. It's pretty disappointing because I was a big fan of her, but ending the week with an ally going home in these scenarios, that's just bad gameplay, honestly. That's somebody that's going to be a vote for you. In the meantime, I'm sure that he would stab her in the back eventually, but right now, you need the numbers, girl. You need the numbers. What are you doing? It's just a little ridiculous to me. So, yeah, bit disappointing, these outcomes. I don't really want to see Jimmy go, I'm not going to lie. Like, I don't really like Jimmy, but at least he's a little more exciting to watch than the other 2, so... Yeah,
Jimmy might be more exciting to watch, but at least he doesn't get excited like Riley does.
Yeah, I'd rather not see that on my live feeds again. Traumatized. Just traumatized. So, those are the vote scenarios. I'll run it back once again. Jimmy is going 2 out of the 3 scenarios. Jimmy's going if he's against Riley and if he's against Kelly. But if he ends up winning the blockbuster, which I think would be a little more exciting, then it would be Kelly going home versus Riley, which... boring. But it would take out one person that they've been putting on the block every single week. So it would introduce a new person on the block next week. So... I don't know how I feel, but those are the scenarios.
Expect the unexpected.
Expect the unexpected.
Can we all get a hand for Sam, please? What a marvellous job Sam just did. I'm really enjoying these vote scenarios, and I know you guys are as well. Let us know if you want that to be a mainstay. Every single Wednesday we'll do Sam comes in for the vote scenarios. It gives a little bit of insight on the game and a little bit of tea there as well. I saw a little bit of shade from Sam there, so I'm quite impressed there. But folks, give Sam a hand. Now, here's another update we've got to talk about. There was an incident in which Morgan was sat with Zach and Vince. Again, people making that comparison to Big Brother 25, the final 3 of Jag, Matt and Bowie Jane. Wasn't that a great final 3? Did you enjoy that final 3, Sam?
Cricket.
There's crickets according to Sam. Yeah, my feelings exactly. But yeah, it's that situation where I feel like Morgan would sell out Mickey in order to get in with the guys. Vince, in the fact that I feel like she's kind of in a weird way broing down with him, and then Zach she wants to be in Zach's pants real bad. There's a lot of house guests here who want to be in each other's pants, but the other half doesn't want it. That's why it's like the opposite of Love Island, you know. But Morgan still perpetually trying to get in with Zach, and it's just cringe to see he keeps dropping hint after hint after hint after hint after hint after hint, and then he drops another hint that he's not interested. But Morgan still wants to get on the Zach train. So I'm going to read out a little bit of dialogue from a conversation they had that was just, ugh. Morgan says, "Come sit," to Vince and Zach. And Zach says, "Okay, Mom and Dad." And then Morgan she didn't like that, because she obviously doesn't want to be seen in that regard. She wants to be seen as, you know, somebody who's a prospect for Zach. And she goes, "Okay, no, what we're not going to do, you're not going to make me want to die. Please don't ever call me Mom again. I will actually just effing die." And then Zach said, "Can you quit crashing out?" Take the hint, Morgan. He's just not into you. I'm so sorry, love, but he's not into you. But yes, here we are on Wednesday, getting ready to go into Thursday, and Morgan and Mickey have made it clear that Jimmy is the target. They want Jimmy out. They are done with Jimmy. It's kind of a foregone conclusion this time, but I also feel like Jimmy will be more determined than anyone to win the blockbuster. Now, I think Kelly could stand in his way, but Riley kind of seems to just be like putting all of his energy into Catherine, and as a result, I just don't think he's going to be as driven. I'm sure he'll try and win, but to me, I'm seeing a Jimmy or Kelly win this Thursday for the blockbuster, and that kind of makes it more interesting, because those are the two who are actually susceptible to going, so both of them are gunning for it, actually trying to come through. But yes, they've made it clear, Morgan and Mickey, they want Jimmy out, with targeting Ashley next week. Now, if you said to me last week that they were thinking this, I'd go, "Oh my word, what are you doing?" But now at this point, they've destroyed their bridges with half of the house, and they're not really connected with the other half, so they're kind of sitting in the middle now, hoping that certain sides are going to have their back. But because they did this to Jimmy, Ashley is also kind of against them now. Rachel's against them. There's a lot of distrust towards Morgan and Mickey, so I guess taking out Ashley is going to work in their favour, or they could spend that time trying to get back in with that gang and taking out one of the people on the other side. But yeah, and by the way, when I say taking out one of the people on the other side, just to clarify and spell it out for some people, it doesn't mean I hate them. It doesn't mean I hate them. I just think sometimes, I'm just going from a game perspective. If you're not working with somebody, take them out. Don't take the ally out, you know. And it's fair enough. I totally understand why people are happy to see Jimmy on the block, because on a personal level, yeah, I mean, I'm not that big of a fan of him. But from a game perspective, I've done this for years and years and years now, and I can categorically, confidently say that this move this week is one of those detrimental ones that could come and bite you in the ass later in the game. That is all of your live feed updates for today, folks. I thoroughly hope you all enjoyed watching. Different bit of scenery today. Lovely time out here in the backyard, and also special guest Sam once again. Can we get a hand for Sam, folks? Yeah, there we go. Sam did freaking amazing. But thank you so much for watching, everybody. We're going to sign off with a couple of super thanks, and I'm also going to say, before we get to the super thanks, the postcard wall is coming along. I'm receiving postcards in the PO box every single day, and it's just warming my heart ever so much. If you want to be part of the postcard wall and help me get a postcard from every single state, then please think of sending one out. I'm going to put the address on the screen right now, so if you guys want to send me a postcard or any kind of other mail you want to surprise me with, get it in, because I'm going within the next couple of weeks I'm going to do a mail opening video where I'm waiting for the postcards and the packages to pile up a bit, and then we'll do a unboxing thing on screen. So if you guys want to send me anything for that, then get your packages and mail in right now with the address next to me on screen. It is a goal of mine to get a postcard from every single state. So again, like I've been talking about in the last few videos, if you're in one of those more obscure states, like that's a bit further away, like Hawaii or Alaska, or you know, somewhere in the Midwest that isn't as populated, if you're listening to this right now, please consider going to grab a postcard and sending it in for the postcard wall. I hope to hear from you soon. But the first super thanks of today goes to the wonderful David Cushmore. David Cushmore says, Jimmy has to win Blockbuster this week. You stuck with all you stuck with Riley and Kelly on the block. If this happens, Riley would get evicted before Kelly, and then we don't have to see crybaby Riley again in the house. In week 6, someone has to get Keanu out because he has won 2 veto games that was earned, and he also used his power as well too. He did. He's done very well for himself, Keanu, despite being at the bottom of the house. Morgan has to get her first win of the game. Ava, get a win under your belt. Yeah, she doesn't need to yet. That's the thing about Ava. Ashley has done nothing in the game. I feel like her reads have been better this week, and I'll commend her for that one. Mickey sucks at HOH. That I might agree with. Tom, are you going to watch Clash in Paris on August 31st? John Cena has 4 months left in the WWE. On eviction night, get yourself some Starbucks coffee and some M&Ms. Yes, I'll be watching Clash in Paris, and it's so sad that John doesn't have much time left in the WWE. I'm really soaking it up, but thank you so much, David. I appreciate you. I've got Sam out of frame as well, throwing a head back at the sadness of John Cena leaving the WWE as well. Thank you so much, David. All right. Next up, we've got the wonderful Reveal the Real. Thank you so much. Such a sweet comment that came with this one. You're the best thing I look forward to seeing every single day. That warms my heart so freaking much. And well, today especially, I'm sending you love. I'm sending you a big hug, and I'm glad you're enjoying my videos and you look forward to them every single day. I'm sending you so much love. Reveal the Real. I appreciate you ever so much. You are amazing. Have the best day ever, my friend. Mwah. All right. Next up, guys, we've got the wonderful Connie C. Thank you so much, Connie. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful day, my love. Sending you a big virtual hug, and enjoy the next couple days with the eviction tomorrow night. I hope the sun's shining where you are and you've got some nice weather. Thank you, Connie. And then last but certainly not least, we've got the great Soldier Gall again. Great to see Soldier Gall back. Last year Soldier Gall was around a lot, and I've seen them the past couple days around the channel, and it's a name I love to see. Always so supportive, always so kind, very sweet. So thank you so much, Soldier Gall. Have an amazing day, and I appreciate you ever so much. Hope to catch you maybe in a live video soon. But that's everything for today, folks. I appreciate every single last one of you. Don't forget to let me take that back for a second. There's one thing I want to say. I hope that you're all staying safe, staying happy, and staying healthy out there, and remember to be kind to one another. That's an important one. But in the meantime, please don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, do all of that wonderful stuff. But until your next live feed update, I've been your host, Tom Vasey. Good night.